Today we're going to be cooking some Wagyu Fillet Mignon or tenderloins, depending on where you're coming from. We're going to cook them in sous vide and finish them off with a Searzall. Hi, I'm Dave from Hector Smokehouse. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be cooking some Wagyu tenderloins or filet mignons, depending on where you come from, and I'm going to be using a sous vide method. So I'm going to use sous vide and then I'm going to finish them off with a Searzall, which is going to actually encrust the outside of the actual steak itself rather than doing it on the barbecue. So this is a little bit of a different way of cooking. I'm going to be using Share Wagyu, which is an Australian brand of Wagyu. These are F1 marble score 5 to 7. So hopefully you'll enjoy the video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. So what we're going to do, we've got 4 lovely tenderloins and we're going to just make it very simple. What we're going to put on them, we're going to put salt, garlic powder and freshly ground pepper and also a little bit of thyme. And that's all that's going to go on them. They're going to be tasty enough. We're going to end up with a perfect medium rare for 3 of them, and one of them is going to end up medium well done, unfortunately. But that's the one I'm going to do for my wife. So probably hers I'll finish off in a pan, but the other 3 I'm going to use the Searzall. So let's have a go at seasoning these up. So I'll just show you what I do. So what we've got is sous vide bags. So I'm going to use a chamber sealer for doing these sous vide. And I've got the bag. I've turned over the end of the bag, as you can see here. So the bag's actually turned over. This makes the seal easier and means you're not going to make a mess on the actual bag itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of pieces of thyme to go on each of these. So there'll be a few pieces of thyme going onto there. And then what I'm going to do is put them into the bag. In goes 1, in goes 2, turn them over, and we'll do the same. And we'll do the same on the other side. We'll put a little bit of thyme across each of them, just to give it a bit more flavour as it actually gets sous vide. So that'll go on there, and then what I'll show you is these actually sous vide. So what we're going to do next is we're going to pat them dry, and that'll enable a nice crust to form when we actually use the Searzall. So just pat them down, dry them off. And you can see they're incredibly tender. They're actually at the point where they're falling apart tender. And I reckon you could actually attack these with a spoon. We just need to pat them dry. And then what we're going to do is take them outside and finish them off. Okay, so the steak's all finished and we're serving this with a mashed potato. I may put that on to another video later on. But what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at this steak. So this was the tenderloin, and we've seared it off with a Searzall. And what I'm going to do is just cut a few pieces off. And I think there, you can see that's absolutely gorgeous. That looks like a really good sort of medium rare, more on the rare side because I did it 131.5. But let's test it and see what it tastes like. Oh wow. That melts in your mouth. That is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm going to eat the bit from the end as well because that looks fantastic. That is so tender. Wow, delicious. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel, and see you again really soon.
You